twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And they're getting down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready? Come on. Ready?
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, check that. Street. Let's go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're throwing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Finding Williams once more, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Okay, ready?
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ready?
Here's Daniels. Taken down right at the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Bashal Tootin taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild Off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here we go. Here we go.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second down and 4.
Look at 19. Go.
Milton. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Dallas.
Come on. Hit. Bronco 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
To throw is Milton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Milton. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go. Viking.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Go. 18. Dragons. Warriors. 79 Broncos. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Play action, now it's Daniels. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Daniels looking to throw. That's complete to the Porter. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
It's 4th down.
6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Tootin. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Bashaw Tootin. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Grab your line.
Here's Milton now to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Cowboys nothing. Andres Borregales is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Bill. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Third and 12.
Ready? Viking 18.
To throw, it's Milton. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go, Jack.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. as they add on to their lead. The extra point now for Borregales. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready?
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Get it? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Milton. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing is Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
I'm a rookie in the vet. Shout out to the
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit. Panther 60, Panther 60. Seven Pirates. Ready?
Back to throw. Milton. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Deputy! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cut that team, cut that team.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Matthew Golden, 41 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Daniels. That's going to be caught by Waddle. There's some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to one.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jahmyr Gibbs, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Cam Little to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Ready.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And bulldozing his way through. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Gotta be lying.
To throw is Daniels. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Top low 18. Hey,
looking to throw. Milton. Throwing right, and that's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 77 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
Cam Little to kick off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Taken down at the 15-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and goal from the 1. Daniels going to try to sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out, and the Seahawks had 6 to their lead. Extra point up and through, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, Cowboys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come 19, come 19.
Back to throw now on first down. Pickens on the slant. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I guess it's time to date myself a little bit because I remember Dan Marino running a similar play to this on a Monday night game against the Jets way back when. He's going to fake the spike and hope that the defense lets his guard down, but they were alert there, and this ends up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
19, 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Hold the ready. Ready. Panthers.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Now Milton. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Get it. Tango 80. Ready.
To throw is Milton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go, set.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Fighting through it. He's got space. He's on his way. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Bayshore Turton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
24.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Let's go. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Unlock line. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock them all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Bayshore Turton taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Seahawks have recovered. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ready, set.
2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll go again with Gibbs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
Usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
60 average, 60, dragon 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is going to lose yardage here. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
19 Tiger. Cut 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
Milton's pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. Let go.
And they will take a knee here. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree.